Hi, this is Hasib Askan, your mindset expert and peak performance strategist. Today I want to talk to you about the concept of gratitude. I'm sure many of you heard the power of gratitude, but I want to really emphasize the point that gratitude is everything. What gratitude does, it focuses our brain to look at the positive in each situation. Gratitude, or showing gratitude for things that we have in the present, is assurance or insurance of more good things to come. So there's a magical power to gratitude. And what gratitude does is it trains your RAS. If you haven't heard of RAS, that stands for your reticular activating system. Our reticular activating system is a selective focus component of our brain, and it's located in the back of our head called the occipital lobe, which is the visual cortex. And what happens, or how the RAS works, is that when you have an idea that penetrates your brain or your mind, your brain automatically scans the environment to bring things that support that idea. I remember several years ago, I was in a car accident. I totaled my car. Luckily, I was okay, knock on wood. But what happened at this point in time is, for the first time in my life, I had to look for a new car. So when I was looking and shopping for a new car, I live in a small town. There's about 60,000 people in that town. I was driving with my friend. I look towards my friend and I say, there are 35 or 25 car dealerships in this town? He looks at me and says, yes, of course they are. You haven't been paying attention? I said, I didn't know there was 25 car dealerships, from new to used car dealerships. I remember ever since I was a kid driving on this particular street in my town, and all of a sudden I noticed all these cars for sale on the side of the road. So I look at my friend and I tell him, have all these cars been for sale this entire time? How many years has this been here? And he looks at me and says, there's always been cars for sale. Almost every week people put their cars for sale on this street. And so an idea and a thought hit me. The reason why I wasn't paying attention is because I never even had the idea that I needed to buy a new car. So my brain was not scanning the environment for car dealerships and used cars for sale on the side of the road because I didn't have the idea. They have also done this study with pregnant women. They've noticed when women are pregnant, when they're out in public, they'll notice more pregnant women. They have also done studies when people buy a car, whether it's new, used, it could be a 40-year-old car. What do you notice when you drive on the freeway? Your exact car, the same make, the same model, even the same year. Now that is not a coincidence. That's just because your brain has had the idea of that car and it's noticing more of those cars in the road. The same number of cars have always been on the side of the road. So what does this mean when it comes to gratitude? Everything, because when we focus on what we are grateful for, it'll train our brains, our RAS, to focus on the positive. Some people in my seminars, like I said, I've trained thousands of people all across the country. Some people in my seminars have one time told me, well, what if I can't find things to be grateful for? I said, if you look hard enough, you can find plenty of things to be grateful for. I said, do you have two legs? Can you see? Of course. Some of us are fortunate enough to live in countries where you have 24-hour electricity. That is a blessing. I'm grateful for flushing toilets. I'm grateful that I can walk out this door right now and I don't smell sewage. Why do I say this? Because there are many places around the world that do not have these luxuries. So if you look long and hard enough, you can find hundreds, or if not even thousands of things to be grateful for if you just look long and hard enough. And when you do that, what happens is you will train your brain to always focus on the positive. So I encourage us to do a challenge, do a gratitude challenge. Get a notebook, get a gratitude journal, and every day before you go to bed, write down at least one new thing that you can be grateful for. Because at the end of the year, you're going to have 365 things to be grateful for, and you're automatically training your brain to focus on the positive. They've done studies on gratitude in organizations where consultants have come to organizations, they've told the employees, buy a gratitude journal and write down 3 new things that you can be grateful for every single night. And within 2 months, these consultants had tracked stress levels of these employees, and they noticed a significant decrease in the stress levels of employees just by writing down things that they are grateful for. So again, there's a power of gratitude, and every time I'm faced with negative thoughts, or I have some depression, or I'm sad, I automatically shift my mindset. The way I do that is I think about things to be grateful for in the present moment. Do I have a car to drive in? Do I have good health? Do I have a home to live in? Do I have 3 meals a day? Just these little things starts to shift my brain, and it takes me to the next level. So again, thank you for listening to this. I encourage you to go out there, implement gratitude, and you'll see magical changes in your life. And as always, remember my saying, I want you to go out there, be happy, stay ambitious, and execute your magnificence today.